Run It Back Nation, what is good? It is your boy DJ. So we're running back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo Gang, 5,100 million likes on the video. Hit the like button. Just because, okay? Just stop right now. Just hit it. Just hit the thumbs up. All right, subscribe to the channel if you're watching these videos. You're not subscribed. That is fraudulent behavior. This is no fraud zone. Hit the little red button. Subscribe, man. Turn your notification bell on. Join us on Playback TV, playback.tv/runningbackphilly. Get the merch, runningbackphillyshop.com. Use the code BLOWUP20 for 20% off. Hoodies, tees, the whole nine, bro. I'm hooking you up. Let's get down to business, all right? First things first. The Los Angeles Clippers are prioritizing trading for James Harden over Malcolm Brogdon, Woj reports. I think the Clippers' view of it is we prefer James Harden. We're willing to offer more for James Harden, but Brogdon does loom. Now, like, look, yeah, James Harden is better than Malcolm Brogdon. James Harden, gives you a better chance of just being a better overall team than Malcolm Brogdon does. But the Clippers could look at it like, if you really look at Malcolm Brogdon and his play style and what he brings to the table, if they're just looking for a facilitating half-court guard who can shoot 40% from three and can run a pick and roll and can pass the ball to Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, that could bode not so great for the Philadelphia 76ers if they're hoping to trade James Harden to the Clippers in a return for the things that we're going to talk about in a minute. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is they could be like, listen, we're not going to give you what you want for James. We'll give you more than we would give you for Malcolm Brogdon, or we're going to give you more than we would give where the hell's Malcolm Brogdon even at right now? I don't even know. But we're not going to give you that much. If you're going to ask too much for this guy, we're fine with taking Malcolm Brogdon because we still have Kawhi and Paul George, and all we really need is that guy to pass him the ball. Is a dude. I'm a little bit tired. To pass them the ball, right? James Harden's a much better passer, much better playmaker, much better player overall in general, and if he's in good shape still and he's locked in and he wants to play for you, Kawhi, Paul George, and James Harden could be a very, 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 very good team if they are healthy. This is why I still ultimately think the Clippers are going to trade for James Harden, because just think about the dynamic of how perfectly he would fit between Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. But there's that. Daryl Morey's motivation during trade conversations for James Harden remains flipping incoming assets from the Los Angeles Clippers for an all-star level guard, Woj reported on NBA Today. So that lets us know, it's not necessarily Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, or players from the Clippers. If the Clippers just want to give up picks, I initially thought that wasn't going to be enough because Daryl Morey wants a player that he feels like is going to make us a championship contender or give us a better chance, or at least a similar chance that we have with a healthy James Harden on the roster. But this lets me know if the Clippers just make the picks enough, and Daryl feels like I can take these picks and flip them for somebody that helps us, I'll do that. So this gives me hope that a trade could happen if the picks that the Clippers are offering are lucrative enough. Who is this all-star level guard we speak of who could be had for the Clippers' unprotected first-round picks in a three-way trade or a trade right after a trade? I'm still on Zach LaVine. I don't see any other player that is clearly available who is an all-star level guard. It has to be Zach LaVine. So hopefully the Clippers up the offer with the picks. They get their wish of keeping Terrence Mann. Daryl Morey gets enough picks that he wants and flips it for Zach LaVine. I don't see any other way for this to happen. With that being said, the Clippers have been talking to teams around the league about their own 2028 unprotected first-round pick and potentially another pick swap to see what would interest other teams to inevitably raise their offer for James Harden. So here are the Clippers just trying to turn picks into more picks or pick swaps into more picks to raise the offer because they don't want to give up players. Or maybe Terrence Mann isn't even enough for what Daryl Morey's asking. So the Clippers are actively trying to up the offer. Daryl Morey is willing to take draft picks if he's happy with the amount, and if it's enough to turn it into an all-star level guard from another team. There's that. And there's this, which I already knew was the case. The belief around the Sixers, around James Harden, is that his motivation to engage to contribute at a high level to this team is built around his hope or his belief that there's traction on a trade to the Clippers. This is what I said, bro. I said that. I was totally guessing. I said Daryl was like, James, I can't trade you for nothing. You got to come to training camp, play hard, let everyone know you're still James Harden, and then I can make a trade to the Clippers. So who knows? It still might go down before the season starts. And now with the Sixers roster, their lack of athletes, their lack of wings with length and end-to-end ability and finishing ability, the fact that we still have Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker running together at the 3 and the 4, at least presumably, they need to do this. They need to sign Kai Jones. Why not? Why not? For those that don't know who Kai Jones is, let's just get a little bit of a backstory here on Kai Jones, okay? Kai Jones is a 6'11", 225-pound freak athlete, all right, who is currently run into, I'll say, some mental instability. Kai Jones had some very odd social media posts and videos where he seems a little bit out of it mentally. I don't want to say substances. I just think, he needs some time off and he needs some help from some kind of professionals. Seriously. And he requested a trade from the Charlotte Hornets. He averaged 2.7 points per game for the Charlotte Hornets. And then he requested a trade and he put hashtag GOATLife on the tweet. He tweeted himself and said, Kai Jones has requested a trade from the Charlotte Hornets. Hashtag GOATLife. That actually happened. Maybe a day later or a couple of days later, the Charlotte Hornets waived him. They did not trade him. They waived him. Kai Jones is now a free agent. Nobody knows if Kai Jones is in the mental state currently to play basketball in the NBA. But the Sixers' lack of athleticism and Kai Jones being a 6'11", 225-pound freak of nature, it's time to take a chance. It's time to sign Dennis Rodman 2.0, Kai Jones, and not his play style Dennis Rodman, his mentality Dennis Rodman, the blue hair, the crazy antics. I don't care, Sixers. I don't care. Get a team together to hang out with Kai Jones 24/7 and make sure he's on the court. That's what they need to do. Sign Kai Jones, Sixers. Sign Kai Jones, Sixers. Make it happen. I don't actually know if I'm being serious with this or not. And seriously, I do hope Kai Jones gets the professional help that I think he needs just by seeing like the posts and the odd behavior. I know everybody on Twitter and things likes to laugh, when somebody appears to be like manic or bipolar or whatever else. Nobody on Twitter really considers that these could be serious, mental issues that somebody needs help with. They just laugh. They just tweet him and say you're crazy or you're a dumbass or whatever, this or that. But realistically, it seems to me that Kai Jones is having some mental struggles, and I feel for him. I feel bad for him. And I think he needs professional help. Once he gets that professional help, Sixers need to sign him. That's all. Y'all be good.